Hi, my name is Marc Belaiche. I'm president of the Canadian Music Expo. Thanks for watching and Happy New Year. Well, here's an update as to what's happening in the music world and what we're doing at the Canadian Music Expo as of today, Tuesday, January 5th, 2021. Well, music was more than just a distraction in 2020. It was a salvage. For many, it was a savior. It was quite a year, obviously. The year started off with so much promise. Jan Arden was going to be included and inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame. Joni Mitchell's 1969 album Clouds was headed for the Grammy Hall of Fame. Mariah Carey was being added to the Songwriters Hall of Fame. The late Whitney Houston was being inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as well. Tours announcements were flooding in all over the place. Halsey, Janet Jackson, Rage Against the Machine. I was looking forward to that one. Alanis Morissette, The Weeknd, Bon Jovi, so many more were planning tours. Well, in 2020, unfortunately, we also mourn the loss of far too many music artists. We lost Kenny Rogers, Bill Withers, Bonnie Pointer, KT Oslin and Helen Reddy, Eddie Van Halen, of course, and many more. So it was a sad year. Country music icon Dolly Parton's year ended with some of the credit for the COVID-19 vaccine. If you've been watching some of my videos, you'll know that she donated about $1 million to one of the COVID-19 relief funds as well. In October, Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton announced that they finally got engaged. The Weeknd, Canada's own The Weeknd, dominated the charts in 2020 with Blinding Lights and his album After Hours, only to be snubbed, of course, by the Grammys. Shawn Mendes returned with the new album Wonder, the documentary In Wonder, and a concert film. But the Canadian artist who owned 2020 really was Justin Bieber. His new album Changes topped the Billboard 200, making Bieber the youngest artist to earn 7 #1 albums, breaking a record set nearly 60 years ago by Elvis Presley. Well, pay attention also, Max Parker is going to be the next big thing to spring from Canada. So check him out as well. Parker's Out of the Blue with its sing-along chorus kind of came out of the blue in 2018, and the Toronto teen followed up with pop songs like I Am All Yours and Out of Love. So let's wrap up this year, 2020, what it was, with the words of Canada's Shania Twain, who 18 years ago declared up, 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 and can only go from here. Up, up, up. There's no way but up from here. Definitely words to live by. Now, country singer Charlie Pride also passed away from coronavirus last month. He was 86 years old. He's African-American country singer whose #1 country hits included All I Have to Offer You Is Me and Kiss an Angel, Good Morning. Died last month at 86 of complications from COVID-19, according to his website. He lived in Dallas, and he was not the first Black artist to make important contributions to country music, but he certainly was a trailblazer who emerged during a time of division and rancor. Between 1967 and 1987, Pride delivered 52 top 10 country hits, won Grammy Awards, and became RCA Records' top-selling country artist. So if you're a country music fan, you want to check out some of his music as well. Well, what makes a great music video is much more than just how many views it racks up on YouTube or on Spotify. It's about a compelling narrative, stunning cinematography, imagery that doesn't complement a track but adds new layers and new depth to it. So here are Complex CA's 3 best Canadian music videos of 2020. #1, The Weeknd, I mentioned it, Blinding Lights. #2, Future featuring Drake, Life is Good. And #1, Mustafa with Air Force. So congrats to all those winners in recognition of the Canadian Music Awards from 2020. Well, Punk Pioneer receives one of the country's highest civilian awards. Art Bergman, a self-described anti-hero iconoclast, was pivotal in establishing punk rock's scene in Canada in the late 1970s. He released several albums as both a part of his group and as a solo artist. Canada chose Bergman as a recipient because of his contributions to Canada's punk music scene, as well as his thought-provoking discourse on social, gender, and racial inequalities. Bergman says being appointed the Order of Canada is a proud moment for him, along with the Juno Award he received in 1996 for Best Alternative Rock Album. He wants to use the platform to get clean drinking water and clean housing to our First Nations, so very commendable. CIMA, Canada, the Canadian Independent Music Association, is offering the opportunity for artists and bands to be featured during their virtual professional development sessions throughout 2021. These sessions include panels, information sessions, lunch and learns, and more in front of both a national and international audience. These performances will be aired during the live portion of the event. Check out cimamusic.ca for more information if you're interested. Well, what is Canadian music going to look like in 2021? Some of the insiders predict what's next. Well, obviously it's been a weird year all around for Canadian music. The likes of The Weeknd, Drake, and Division all dropped music in 2020 to help get all of us through the lockdown, while rising artists have been forced to pivot to online streaming formats in order to just survive. So where do we go from here? Well, here are some of the predictions from Complex as well. We're going to hear darker, more vulnerable music. Not only has the pandemic taken countless lives and wrecked economies around the world and in Canada, expected to affect the actual music that we hear too. The golden age of Canadian R&B will reach new heights. This is another resolution, another prediction. Everyone's in agreement Canadian R&B will reign supreme in 2021. The revolution will be live streamed. Thanks to the pandemic, artists from all over the world have pivoted to streaming shows live right from their homes. The virtual format is expected to continue and evolve in 2021 and beyond. So some interesting predictions for 2021 as far as the music industry goes. I want to thank everybody who attended and participated in the Canadian Virtual Music Expo that happened on Saturday, December 19th. We had some amazing performances. We had some great presentations. I want to thank Eric Alper as well for his amazing presentation on what it takes to be successful on social media for musicians. Our next event is Thursday, February 11th from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and that's for musicians. It's a great networking opportunity. It's just for 1 hour. You can connect with other musicians, maybe talk about music and so on. And then our next music expo for music fans will be happening on Saturday, March 20th. It will be our spring equinox edition. It'll be the first day of spring, something to look forward to. It runs from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We're always looking for performers and musicians. Feel free to email info@generalmayhem.ca for more information. We're also looking for sponsors and exhibitors. For more information about those, email sales@generalmayhem.ca. As always, you can get tickets, more information, and other information about the event and Canadian Music Expo on the website at musicexpo.ca. Make sure to follow us on all our social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Check out our Canadian Music Expo YouTube channel as well. We have some great content there. And connect with me as well if you'd like to chat about music, talk about our next event, or anything that I can help you out with. Thanks for watching. Have a great year ahead. Stay safe, and all the best.